Hello, everybody. It's Sadler Bell here with USAFE, Universal Sports Advocacy for everyone. How was your Thanksgiving? I had a great Thanksgiving myself. I was in Austin, Texas, and Houston, Texas with my girlfriend and her family. And I had a great time and a great Thanksgiving and a great Thanksgiving dinner as well. So, how about we talk about a little bit of sports? Braelon Allen of the Badgers. Braelon Allen of the Wisconsin Badgers is going pro. He just announced on his socials that he has declared for the NFL draft next season. I actually wondered, what is his status going to be? Is he going to go top 10, top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30? Or would he go drop down and go to the second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, or seventh round? We don't know. Let's find out, shall we? I think he'll go either the first or between the first and the third round. At least 1 through 3. At least. He's a running back. Yeah, he had a bunch of injuries throughout the season this year during his college days. And of course, we got to see how he does his pro day, how that goes, and if he's going to go to the combine. But when all the players go to the draft, do their workouts and show out to the scouts and to the coaches what they can do. So I hope Braelon Allen shows up there and in Indianapolis and show us his speed on the 40-yard dash. I bet he has a 440 or faster. He can run. He can freaking run like the road runner. That's right, he's a road runner. Braelon Allen is a road runner when he runs, especially when he's healthy. So I am definitely looking for seeing Braelon Allen going pro. And I also had a question I will ask upcoming guests on Gim Rutledge and about NIL. How do you take an NIL deal and change it to a deal to the NFL? Braelon Allen has an NIL deal with Iron Jock. You see me wearing Iron Jock all the time. In fact, I got my Iron Jock hoodie right here, as you see on the screen. I love Iron Jock. And one reason why I like Iron Jock is not just because of the company, but also Braelon Allen is one of the 2 people that I like, that she is one of the ambassadors for Iron Jock, along with a boy, Matthew Hamilton as well. So, Braelon Allen, I wish you good luck at your party, hopefully at the combine, and in the NFL. And hoping you get to the Green Bay Packers. Okay, how about we look through this past week's college football, college and NFL games. We had a good season this past week, a good season this year. The season is over, but we do have championship week, and I'll talk about that on the other side. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, college football last week. We had a couple upsets, actually, last week. Okay, Ole Miss actually won by 10, 17-7 over Mississippi State. TCU and Oklahoma won 69-45. Iowa actually took out Nebraska 13-10. Talking about a close shave there, a close game there. Tulane won 29-16 at home against UTSA. Missouri, Arkansas, 48-14, Mizzou. Texas Tech, 57-7. Talking about a blowout, boys and ladies. Penn State, Michigan State. Michigan State got a big old goose egg at 42. Oregon State. Oregon won 31-7. Tennessee 48 to 24 over Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt will not get a bowl game this year. BYU 34 to 40 to Oklahoma State. They will advance to the championship game. I'll do that also on the other side. Liberty 42 to 48 over UTEP. Washington just got by 24 to 21 to Washington State. Same with Florida State and Florida, 15 to 24 Florida State. Georgia did the same, 23 to 31. Clemson 16 to 17, 16 to 7, 42 to 35. Kansas State losing to Iowa State, and North Carolina State in North Carolina 39 to 20. Notre Dame did good, 56-23. Okay, now let's see who didn't get over. Texas, LSU, and Texas A&M, LSU. LSU actually got the win this time, 42 to 30. Kentucky 38 to 31 over Louisville on the road. Okay, now let's go with Oregon 31-7 over Oregon State. Okay, now here's the upset, the big upset. Undefeated Ohio State, number 2. Undefeated Michigan, number 3. 24 to 30, Michigan. Talking about a close win there for Michigan. Couldn't believe that. I wonder what my boy Chris, the Mad Dog Russo, thinks about that game. Now, I know he'll have something to say about that, right? Mad Dog. And of course, my team, Alabama, number 8. And Auburn, 24 to 27, Alabama victory in Auburn, at Auburn. And here's the thing about Alabama and Auburn. It's the Iron Bowl. It's every year. And it always has been a nail biter. There's some games they have blown out, but Auburn hasn't shown up. Auburn doesn't have a grasp on us up until the last game, next to the last play. The first was first down 10, and then from first to second, and then after the snap, went way past the quarterback, Jalen Monroe. He actually ended up having that ball go basically towards the 30-40 goal line. So it was 4th and goal. It was 4th and goal. 4th and 31. 4th down and 31. I was saying 4th down and 31. And here's the thing. It was 4th down and 31. One last chance to win the game. The ball was snapped. He was looking, doing the balling, made the heaving Hail Mary, and it was catched by Bond. Bond of Alabama caught the ball in the end for the touchdown and the win. That's right. And they had t-shirts out there. So if you want to get a t-shirt in memory of that game with the 4th and 31, go get it. I'll get one myself. I might actually get some from my family for Christmas, hopefully. In fact, that would be a great Christmas present for an Alabama fan like myself and others. That's right. In fact, this play happened on 10 years after the 10-year anniversary of the kick 6. When Alabama was going for the win, Michigan got it to get 1 second back left on the clock. We went for a field goal. And after we kicked it, of course, the kick was missed. Up the uprights. It's not even gotten the uprights. Auburn player caught the ball and went back all the way for a freaking touchdown. And that was 10 years ago to that date. 10 years ago that happened. But now, with this one, with the 4th down and 31, no one's going to talk about that play anymore. That's for a fact. They're not going to talk about that play as much anymore because of that 4th down and 31 touchdown for Alabama's victory to seal it. And to seal their hopes, definitely to get into the CFB, the college football playoff, and definitely this Saturday, and I'll talk about this again after I have my break coming up, about the championship week. Okay, let's look at a little NFL action. Let's see how we did last week, shall we? Okay, last week, we had some good games that went on. I'll do the Sunday games real quick, and then after that, I'll go into the Thanksgiving Day games. We'll start off with the Ravens and Chargers. 20-10 win for the Ravens on the road. And the Chiefs won 31-17. And I'll talk about more about the Chiefs after my break, after my commercial break for this week. Browns Broncos 29-12. 29-12 Broncos. Looks like the Broncos are finally showing up, and along with Russell Wilson. Rams Cardinals 14-37. Rams win. Panthers are losing 10-17. And just so you know, yes, they did fire their head coach. I am looking forward to a newer coach. Hopefully he can get Bryce Young to do Bryce Young's career to definitely go up the charts for sure and the stats next season. And maybe not now, up until we get to the end of the season, and then going into the next. Patriots 10-7 loss to the Giants. Yeah, I think the Patriots definitely need some new coaching staff. No offense to Bill Belichick, but I think it's about time. Because, hey, you're not coaching forever. I know Bill wants to, but there is a cutoff somewhere. I'm not sure where it is exactly. Saints, Falcons. Falcons win it 24-15. We had the Colts winning 20-27. Colts win. Jaguars showing up. 24-21, 3-point victory over the Texans on the road. We had the Steelers and the Bengals. Steelers brought the win. 16-10 on the road. Now, the Thanksgiving Day games. Oh, actually, first, Bills, Eagles, 34-37. Final overtime win for the Eagles. And that was a Sunday game. All right, Black Friday game. That's why I said Black Friday game. I never thought they were ever going to have that when I was a kid. 34-13, Dolphins victory. And speaking of that, Aaron Rodgers is back. I can't believe he's coming back now. He is back, and he's already on the practice field doing some workouts on field. All right, now let's go into the games on Thanksgiving Day of last week. Okay, let's start off with the 49ers, 31-13 victory over the Seahawks. The Dallas Cowboys, 45-10 over the Commanders of Washington. And now, this is the one I like. Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, 29-22 Packers. Finally, the Packers are showing up. A.J. Dillon is doing his thing. Keep him. Love is doing something. We'll see how he goes this week. I'll talk more about that at the commercial break. And with that, we'll be back in 5 minutes for this commercial break. And we are back from the commercial break. Thank you for holding on here. All right. This is Sadler Belt here again for USAFE. You know what I say for Universal Sports. I'll keep everyone. All right, we are back. Let's talk about this weekend's games coming up. And the final rankings. Let's start off with those games, shall we? We got New Mexico State against Liberty. 11.5-point favorites for Liberty. I say Liberty just takes it. And then we have SMU versus Tulane in the Athletic Championship, American Athletic Championship game. That's a 3.5 favorite. I see SMU pulls it off. That's right, SMU pulls it off. Okay, now the games that we are all actually want to watch and want to know. Let's start with Oregon versus Washington. Now, Oregon is favored by 9.5 points. And that is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on ABC. Make sure you check your local listings to watch. And that's for the Pac-12 Championship. The New Mexico State game, that one is the Conference USA Championship. Again, back to the Oregon-Washington game. That's the Pac-12 Championship game on ABC. Check your local listings for your ABC station in your state. We got Texas at home against Oklahoma State. Texas is favored by 15.5 points on ABC at 11 in the morning. So make sure you get your coffee, your hot chocolate, and hey, grab yourself a breakfast burrito or a nice good old breakfast. A nice hearty breakfast because you will need that energy. For all that hooping and hollering and yelling and whatnot. For this game, Oklahoma, even though Texas is favored by 15.5, I think they would win, Texas, but I could possibly see an upset. Possibly. I'm not totally sure, but I would like to see an upset here. Only because I'm an Alabama boy, no offense to my girlfriend, even though she is a Texas fan herself. I would like to see Texas to win, but I would like to see an upset. I think they could pull it off, even though they're favored. Even though Oklahoma State is a 15.5 point underdog, I think they can pull it off. But we'll see. All right, we also have Michigan, Iowa. 21.5 point favorites for Michigan. I think Michigan will win, but again, there are a lot of unknowns because Iowa could pull it off. If Iowa pulls it off, that would be awesome. We also got Louisville and Washington. We also got Louisville and Florida State. That actually is a 2.5 point favored game. And that one is more likely could be an upset. The way I see upsets is the point differentials. Teams that are under 10%, 10-point favorites, more likely can be upsetted. But sometimes others could. Above 10 plus points, they can be upsetted too. But more likely it's under 10. But it could happen. Okay, we got those out of the way. That was SEC Championship game and the Big Ten Championship. Michigan, Iowa in the Big Ten Championship. And the Louisville and Florida State for the ACC Championship. And like I said, about Texas and Oklahoma, that's the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship game. And I say the best for last, the SEC Championship game in Georgia, in the Georgia Dome. Georgia, number 8, Alabama. That's right, my Alabama Crimson Tide are playing against the Dogs. Alabama is actually a 6-point underdog. And I know this for a fact that when Alabama is an underdog against Georgia, they end up winning the game. So Georgia will drop at least 2-3 spots at least. Maybe 4, depending on how the rankings come out. Again, I got it here on my sheet here to bring down the final rankings. That will be coming out on this Sunday at 11 a.m. Make sure you check your local ESPN stations for that reveal, along with the bowl games that's coming out as well. Final standings and the bowl games. You finally get to find out who's going where and which bowl games they are going to play. I know for a fact where Auburn's going. They're staying at home for the Birmingham Bowl. Twice! Second time they're going to stay home and go to the Birmingham Bowl. That's my prediction for Auburn. That's for sure. Again, and I do want to know about my dog, because I know my dog, Chris Russo, was the man. And I know I met him, and he was a great guy. I do wonder what he thinks about, here's something about the Michigan and Ohio State rivalry. I actually wanted to know, my take on that, actually. Michigan, Ohio State rivalry is kind of like Alabama and Auburn's rivalry, and along with LSU. Same with the Badgers and Minnesota and Texas and Oklahoma. It's just like that. Rivalries are great. Yeah, there can be fights, fast moving and whatnot, but hey, that can be football, even though you do get flagged for it. Smash mouth football, and that's what I'm talking about. Smash mouth football. And there was my boy Chris Orr shortening necks. He's a defensive boy, and he is a defensive boy guy. He's my boy. Chris Orr is my guy. He's my homie. And he's a Wisconsin Badger. And I want to know about the Badgers. Speaking of the Badgers, I should talk about Braelon Allen. Looks like he's not going to be playing in his ball game because of him going pro. So, I just hope this does not affect the Badgers' performance in their ball game. This could mean a win and or loss for the Badgers without Allen. Of course, they have won a couple of games without Allen. But still, I want to see how they go. NBA games, we got NBA games going on. We got the series of we do have the inner tournament of the NBA going on. So we'll go over that next time on my next episode. Here are today's games we have coming up. We got the Trailblazers and the Cavaliers, 5-12 and 10-8. Cavs will definitely win this game. Heat, Pacers, I say Heat pulls it off at the end. Hornets, Nets, I say the Nets will definitely do that, especially with the Hornets having a losing season through fall. We got the Knicks and the Pistons. This is just going to blow them out. Got the Jazz and the Timberwolves. They are Minnesota Timberwolves all favored by 10.5 points. I think the Jazz could possibly pull it up, but I don't think they will. Timberwolves over Jazz. We got the Clippers and the Warriors going at it on NBA TV. 4-point favor. I'll see the Clippers pulls it off. Clippers has a pretty good team, actually, this year. Okay, we got the Hawks and the Spurs. The Spurs are not doing well, despite having the number 1 overall pick in this past year's draft. We got my Lakers against the Thunder. And OKC is favored by 5.5. I say my Lakers will pull it off. And I think they'll win it by 6. Okay, that's the NBA rundown we have for tonight. Okay, now, before I sign off, we do have a lot of games. One of my favorite things about the championship week of college football is the Dr. Pepper toss. You got big Dr. Pepper cans, and you got 2 deserving students throwing football into those big cans for tuition money. So good luck. Get those balls in those cans, and let's see who wins. And until next time, this is Sadler for USAFE. See you next time.